Welcome back to this Chocolatey for Business feature series. In this video, we're going to take a look at Package Synchronizer. Package Synchronizer is purpose-built to onboard endpoints from non-greenfield or brownfield environments where you don't have the luxury of installing Chocolatey packages from scratch. Now, we don't live in a perfect world or a fully homogeneous environment, and we're often asked to take over management of production servers or user workstations that we can't rebuild. Now, wouldn't it be nice if you could bring all the software already installed on that endpoint under Chocolatey management so that going forward you could further standardize that software lifecycle? Well, now you can with Package Synchronizer. Now, Package Sync is actually one of our more complex features, but if you stick with me here, I'm going to try and break it down and simplify it for you. So essentially, Package Sync as a feature consists of three components or sub-features. First one is Auto Sync, which allows you to keep your package inventory up to date, even if changes are made outside of Chocolatey. The second is Choco Sync, our core feature, which is our non-greenfield scenario, bringing software installed before Chocolatey under Chocolatey management. And the third sub-feature is Packages to Programs, or P2P as I like to call it. This is a feature you can turn on in Chocolatey to make your programs and features inventory in Windows more accurate, which can be especially useful for our SCCM users. Let's dig into each of these sub-features individually, shall we? First, we have AutoSync, which is pretty straightforward. It's essentially a true-up of your Chocolatey inventory. So if someone goes and uninstalls a package from programs and features outside of Chocolatey, or if a program like Google Chrome upgrades itself, like it's apt to do, then the next time any Choco command is run, your Chocolatey inventory on that endpoint will be updated to reflect those changes. So in the case of a manual software removal, like grepwin in this screenshot here, AutoSync is updating the Chocolatey inventory to correctly remove the package record, since the app is no longer installed. In the case of Google Chrome upgrading itself, you'd see a similar correction by AutoSync, which in that instance would bump the version number of the package to accurately reflect the version installed. And now we have Choco Sync, which is taking our non-greenfield or brownfield systems and bringing that software installed before or outside of Chocolatey under Chocolatey management. Choco Sync accomplishes this by taking all those software applications and creating baseline Chocolatey package records for all of them, which translates into making your Chocolatey inventory more accurate. Now, going forward, we recommend you maintain the life cycle of these packages via other Chocolatey for Business features like Package Internalizer and Package Builder, so that you maintain that consistency. Or alternatively, for an internal app, you can check that package and code into source control and maintain it via another pipeline method of your choosing. And the final sub-feature of Package Synchronizer is Packages to Programs, or P2P, as I like to call it. This is essentially a feature you can turn on with Chocolatey for Business that creates records of all Chocolatey packages in programs and features, whether that package is a portable app or possibly doesn't have a traditional installer mechanism. The example I like to give is Process Monitor, or Procmon, which as a utility is a standalone and portable executable. If that was installed via a Choco install, you could see an inventory record of it in programs and features with this setting. Now, this is especially important for users that are tracking installed apps via a tool like SCCM, which pulls this data from the backend source of programs and features. In this way, you could make your SCCM software inventory more accurate as well. Now, let's take a look at these three Package Synchronizer features in a demo. Let's first touch on AutoSync, which helps keep your Chocolatey package inventory up to date. So you can see I have Google Chrome installed here as a Chocolatey package, and it's also represented in programs and features. Now, if I was to go ahead and uninstall this in programs and features outside of Chocolatey, and there you can see it's gone. Now, if I do a Choco command here, any Choco command, I could just run Choco itself. You'll see that AutoSync has actually gone ahead and removed the Google Chrome package as it's been uninstalled outside of Chocolatey. Now, of course, if I run a Choco list local only here, I'll see that the Google Chrome package will no longer be listed in the Chocolatey inventory since that software has been uninstalled via programs and features. So now let's take a look at Choco Sync, which is that feature that's going to allow us to take software installed outside of Chocolatey and bring it into Chocolatey management. So first of all, I'm just going to do a Choco list local only to see the packages installed with Chocolatey. You can see you have a representation here. If I look in programs and features, I can see I have additional packages like 7-zip, Oracle VM VirtualBox Guest Editions, Notepad++, and Git, which are not in this list. So that software has actually been installed outside of Chocolatey. So let's bring that into Chocolatey Management. First of all, I'm going to show you that we can actually check for that software first by adding the include programs parameter here. And so that will include within programs and features. And now we can see we have 9 packages installed via Chocolatey and 5 applications that were managed outside of Chocolatey. So let's bring that into Chocolatey Management now. So I'm simply going to run the choco sync command. And when that kicks off, I'm going to just take a look at my program data Chocolatey lib folder here. And you can see it's going to start creating actual package records and package folders for these packages. So you can see it's syncing these packages now. You've got Oracle VirtualBox here, Notepad++, 7-zip, and Git. So these pieces of software are now in Chocolatey Management as Chocolatey packages, as you can see. So it's as simple as that, but let's run that command again just to check and see if there's anything outside of Chocolatey and programs and features. And nope, all 14 packages now are managed with package records in Chocolatey. Now again, it's worth mentioning that going forward, we recommend that you maintain these packages using Chocolatey for Business features like Package Internalizer and Package Builder, so that you can maintain that consistency of packages from those two sources. However, if it's an internal application and you wish to maintain it internally, you can also check this code that's been created for you into source control and maintain it via a pipeline method of your choosing. So the last feature of Package Synchronizer I'd like to show off is packages to programs. And this is going to be that representation of Chocolatey packages in programs and features here, even if they're portable apps or they have non-traditional installers. So you can see I have a list of 7 programs here that are represented in programs and features, and you can see I have a bunch more here in Chocolatey that are Chocolatey packages, but not necessarily represented in programs and features. So you can see some of the Chocolatey packages themselves are not represented here, specifically PowerShell 5.1 and also .NET 4.5.2 are not represented. So how do we turn this on? Nice and simple. It's just one command, Choco feature enable, and the name of the feature, which is show all packages and programs and features. So I'm going to hit enter here. And as soon as this feature is enabled, I can go ahead and start installing applications and know that they get represented in programs and features. So let me go ahead and do a Choco install Procmon. So this is Process Monitor, that app I mentioned up front, which is a standalone executable and therefore does not traditionally have a programs and features record. I'm going to go ahead and install this here. And once this is done, we'll go take a look in programs and features to see that that record and the other records are created. So there you go, that one package did install. So now if I hit refresh here, I'm going to see not only is Process Monitor installed here with appropriate information regarding support, help links, comments, etc., but in addition, .NET 4.5.2 and the additional Chocolatey packages as well as WMF 5.1 for PowerShell are all represented here in programs and features now as well. So now hopefully you have a better understanding of Package Synchronizer as a feature of Chocolatey for Business, as well as 3 sub-features of Auto Sync, Choco Sync, and Packages to Programs.